America is the new Rome. America is an empire. It's a world power. It is actually very advanced. A lot of cultures, a lot of things that mix and make us great. That we may not appreciate right now. A lot of history that is dark and sad. America is the new Rome. But the sad part is there will be no generation that studies America. This is prophesied in the Bible. We are the last great empire, and when we fall, it is the end of this system. This is in the Bible. The statue in the Bible, I think it was in Daniel, it represents all the empires. It talks about Rome, Babylon, Egypt, and we are at the bottom. We are the clay and iron feet, the nations that don't mix. And as you see how America is made, it's Republicans, Democrats, Christians, non-Christians, LGBT, people that don't believe in LGBT. All this right now is just undertones of tension, but it will cause a problem. Once America falls, there will be nobody studying us. However we may fall, it may be an internal war, right, that causes us to fall. Or it may be an internal conflict that causes us to be weak and taken over by another empire or another state that's a world power. But the problem is there will be no other world power great as America. America is the second Rome. Feel what I'm saying? That's in the Bible. If you don't believe in the Bible, well, I put it like this because you're a simpleton. Once we fall, your generation that you're having bloodline, if you don't believe in the Bible and you think the world is going to keep existing as it is, well, once we die, your generation is going to be done. It's going to be complete. So whoever studies us is going to be different than you. It's going to be look different than you and everything like that, in case you don't believe in the Bible, right? This is the last Rome. We are the new Rome. And the final Rome is very cool. You know what I'm saying? We may fall because of an eternal conflict, causing war, a civil war, or we might fight amongst each other and be weak and somebody comes and takes over. No matter how it's going to fall, it's prophesied that it's going to fall. The Bible has a lot of historical things in it. That's why any smart person who may be an atheist, once they actually start studying history and they study the Bible, most of them always turn to Christianity. Not because they've been brainwashed, but because they start seeing, wait, that was in the Bible. This is in the Bible. This person intermingles with that person. For example, Rome. They intermingle with Jesus. Jesus was prophesied to come back. He was going to get crucified. Who does crucifixions? Romans. All of this was prophesied, right? So that's just one example. It's a whole bunch of examples in the Bible. Anyways, for people that say, oh, Christianity is false, is fake, whatever the case may be, the more you study history, the more you see it intermingles. And then you're like, oh, it makes sense. You won't be able to look at this video and say if Unc was wrong or right, because there will be no world to look at it and be like, oh, he was wrong or right. It'll be done. Now, if you believe in Christianity, you know that we have another life. We have a next life. But life as you know it, the world as you know it, will be totally different. You will not be looking at me telling someone, well, he predicted that, or whatever the case would be. It'll be done. Feel what I'm saying? This isn't the past. You know what I mean? Now, unless I'm wrong and there's another America that comes out that's like us, almost word for word, which I doubted, we are the last ones. So bask in being in the new Rome. Appreciate the civilization that you're in and you're a part of, because you are in history and you're the last piece of history.